Ephesians 3 verse 19 says, "And to know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God." This verse comes as the climax of Paul's prayer for the Ephesian believers, Ephesians 3 verses 14 to 21. To know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge. Paul prays that believers would experience Christ's love in a way that goes beyond intellectual comprehension. It's paradoxical. The love of Christ is something we can genuinely know, yet it is so vast and inexhaustible that we can never fully grasp it. This highlights both the intimacy and the mystery of Christ's love. That you may be filled with all the fullness of God. To be filled with God's fullness means to reflect His character, His presence, and His life in increasing measure. This is not about becoming divine ourselves, but about being so saturated with God's love and Spirit that His nature is expressed through us. It points to maturity in Christ, Ephesians 4 verse 13, where believers grow into the likeness of Jesus. Christian life is relational, not just intellectual. Faith is not simply about doctrine or moral rules, but about an ever-deepening relationship with Christ's love. We can study theology, but Paul emphasizes the necessity of experiencing love that cannot be fully systematized. Transformation flows from love. Being rooted in Christ's love, Ephesians 3 verses 17 to 18, leads to a life shaped by God's fullness. Love is not a soft virtue, but the core of Christian maturity and holiness. Spiritual growth is limitless. Since Christ's love surpasses knowledge, there's always more to discover. No believer ever arrives at full comprehension, which means growth in grace and love is a lifelong journey. The context, verses 17 to 18, speaks of grasping Christ's love with all the saints. We cannot experience the fullness of God in isolation. It happens within the community of believers, where His love is made tangible. It is all about Jesus. Glory be to God. Follow and subscribe for more.